What can you tell me about comparatives in English?
In English, comparatives are used to compare two things or actions. They are often formed by adding the suffix er to the end of an adjective, or by using the word more before the adjective. For example, bigger is the comparative form of big, and more interesting is the comparative form of interesting. Here are some rules and examples for forming comparatives in English. For adjectives with one syllable, add er to the end of the adjective. Example: tall becomes taller. For adjectives with two or more syllables, use more before the adjective. Example: interesting becomes more interesting. Some adjectives have irregular comparative forms. Example: good becomes better, bad becomes worse. When comparing two things, use then to connect the two. Example: John is taller than Jane. It's important to note that when comparing more than two things, you should use the most or the least instead of the comparative form. Example: out of all the fruits, apples are the most popular.
Give 8 examples for each case.
Sure. Here are 8 examples of comparatives for each case. Adjectives with one syllable. John is taller than Peter. This book is cheaper than that one. The pizza is hotter than the pasta. She is smarter than her sister. The dog is bigger than the cat. The car is faster than the bicycle. His hair is longer than mine. This shirt is softer than the other one. Adjectives with 2 or more syllables. That movie was more interesting than I expected. She is more talented than her brother. The beach is more beautiful than the city. The new restaurant is more expensive than the old one. His house is more spacious than hers. The exam was more difficult than I thought. This coffee is more bitter than the other one. The weather is more unpredictable in spring than in summer. Irregular comparatives. She sings better than anyone I know. The situation has gotten worse over time. This dish tastes worse than I remember. The show was good, but the book is better. That movie was bad, but this one is worse. He is the best athlete on the team. The view from the top of the mountain is the best. The least we can do is offer our support. I hope these examples help clarify the use of comparatives in English.